Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? Thank you for joining me on the first episode of Oh Hey Guys. I'm Drew Harrison, and this is a culmination of all of the past YouTube shows that I have dove headfirst into. See, I had Drive-Thru Reviews with Drew, I had My Funny Friends, I had Snack Time with the Harrisons, where I pulled my poor wife into this when we didn't even know she had celiacs, and I'm just feeding her gluten. So I wanted to take all of my past and present shows, I got Comic Square Table, I got Top 5, I got all of that good stuff, and I wanted to roll it into one modern take on a talk show here in 2025. So that is what we're doing here at Oh Hey Guys. So I will be coming to you live every Monday at noon Eastern, 1 Central, which I'm so glad I finally got that right because time zones mess me up. But I'm glad you're here, so let's get into it. I don't know about y'all, but there's a zebra loose here in Tennessee. Randolph County pet, yes, I said that right, a pet from a private residence has escaped and was running down I-24 enough to where they had to shut down both lanes. It was insanity. Zebra was just trucking, and as of last night, I could not find where they had caught this guy. So he's still living his best life out here in Tennessee. I hope he's got some water, though. It's supposed to get hot this week, so maybe put out like a bowl, like a bucket. I don't know what zebras drink out of. We got a Bigfoot sighting. This time it is pretty clear in the video. I looked like a Bigfoot to me. I don't know. But it was clear enough to at least spark the Bigfoot debate for years to come, I'm sure. King of the Hill finally has a date. Hank and the gang are back from Saudi Arabia. If you've checked out the trailer, a lot of question marks instead of answers. But I will be tuning in August 4th, hopefully like you will on Hulu, because I cannot wait. Bobby's a chef in Dallas. Peggy looks like she has had to stifle her opinions for far too long, and she's ready to blow. So I cannot wait. There is some rumblings on Reddit, though, that the actor that plays John Redcorn, he's going through quite a tough time. So thoughts and prayers to my guy, Mr. Joss. There's some rumblings that he might not be with us anymore. He's had some altercations with his neighbors, and there was some stuff that happened on his street where he lives last night. So hopefully everything comes out okay on that. United Airlines' new check-in policy kicks in tomorrow, June 3rd. You got to be checked in 45 minutes before your flight. Now, does that mean like checked in on your phone, like at the gate, like gone through security? Like, what does that entail? But United said they ain't waiting no more. They're going to leave you. Which, if I just paid $75 for 2 checked bags and you leave me, I'm going to be so mad. But seriously, air travel is ridiculous. I flew Alaskan Airlines not too long ago, and we boarded the plane fine. Then a truck broke down behind us. Didn't know that could happen. So we sat on the tarmac for an hour, and then when I got back from where I was going, Alaska again, they didn't have a gate for us. So we waited on the tarmac for another hour. A truck carrying over 70,000 pounds of honeybees overturned in northern Washington, and those bees were pissed. I mean, I get it. You're traveling that fast, and then you just wreck, and you just get tossed out of your home. Like, I'd be mad too, but like, that's got to be a pain to clean all that up, though, for real. Like, maybe those bees just live there now, you know what I mean? Like, kind of push them off to the side into the woods, and that's just their home. Can bees live in northern Washington? It's pretty cold up there, I guess. It is time to sound the alarm. AI has refused to shut itself off. There's a new AI program that the operators told it to shut down, and it rerouted its coding to where it did not have to do that. How many times we got to say AI is scary to where we're like, it's fine? Hopefully we don't look back at this as like a turning point or anything. You know what I mean? We got a great show for you. Thank you for being here. We got a On This Date up next, so hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already. We're happy you're here. It's time for On This Day, where I got fun facts for you that things have happened on this day. Back in 1953, Queen Elizabeth II was crowned. 1953. She just died like 2 weeks ago. Well, she crowned at like 6. Just ridiculous to me that England still has a royal family in the first place. On this day in 1970, Bruce McLaren died a car crash testing an experimental design on a new vehicle. So this week when you're watching F1, pour one out for the homie, Then in 1977, Atlantic City legalized gambling. 77, that seems like it... not that long ago, but it was. To me, you heard about Atlantic City back in like the 20s for some reason, Like I just thought that was in my head. And in 1987, we got to give it up for the kid. Ken Griffey Jr. was drafted #1 overall by the Seattle Mariners. One of the sweetest swings you will ever see in the game of baseball. And he just looks so cool doing it, So that's some fun facts for you on this day throughout history. Go dazzle your coworkers, let them know you know stuff. All right, we got sports up next. So much action in the sports world this weekend. So without further ado, the Women's College World Series is down to 4 teams. We got Texas, Tennessee, Texas Tech, and Oklahoma. So glad that there's a non-SEC team in there. But it's awesome. Tennessee's still around. They just had a pitcher in Pickens that just threw 79 miles an hour. Broke her own record that she beat the previous day at 78. Throwing that gas. And then also a crazy fluke accident. This pitcher for Oregon throws with everything she has. So she kicked up dirt from her cleat, spun the ball went through the dirt, hit her catcher in the eye. Bet you can't do that again, though. The Men's College World Series is wrapping up regionals today with a couple of Game 7s, and they will be on the Super Regionals, so we will have an update for you next week with that. Tar Heels are still in it, so let's go. And in NAIA, which is another governing organization for college sports, LSU Shreveport went 59-0 in men's baseball and won the championship. Now, I don't care if this is junior college, D3, NAIA, NCAA. They went 59-0. That's insane, especially in baseball when you have terrible days galore. Nobody went in a slump. No pitcher just didn't have it that day. They won 59 straight games. So hats off to you, LSU Shreveport. Top notch. NBA Finals are set. We got a historic matchup of one for the ages, you would say. It is Indiana Pacers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Midwest is aghast at what the possibilities of this putting them on the map, and New York, LA, and Chicago are pissed. Very intrigued to see what the ratings are going to be with this one. I hope it's not low, and because these markets are great and their fan bases are awesome. OKC was doing the thing with the shirts with the blue and white where they alternate. Like, their fans are completely on board. And if you've seen anything with Pat McAfee and the Indianapolis celebrities, they are fully behind that Pacer team. So I'm excited, man. As a Celtics fan, I thought that this finals was going to be redemption for a player that got snubbed in the Olympics. And I was right. Just wrong player. Now, the Knicks didn't quite make it to the finals, and Tibbs is under fire. A lot of people questioning if he is the coach to get them to that next level, and this has got to stop in the NBA. We're seeing too many coaches that are 2 seasons removed from the NBA Finals just getting fired for no reason. The Bucks, I think, shot themselves in the foot last year when they fired their coach in favor of Doc Rivers. It might lead to Giannis leaving this summer, so who knows. But Tibbs promises a big offseason, and the Knicks organization seems to be fully behind him, so I don't care about the Knicks, but hey, we'll see what they are cooking up there in New York. On a sad note, Inside the NBA signs off from TNT for the last time, and I don't know about you, but I loved when Shaq cried as a player, but as a grown man commentator, it's not that fun. I cried right there with you, Shaq. I had to order me a Shaq-a-roni for Papa John's. Just calm down. NHL Finals are set. We get the Edmonton Oilers sporting the best player in the league in Connor McDavid, and the Florida Panthers sporting the Kachuk brother. Love him when he's wearing a USA sweater, but cannot stand him when he plays for the Florida Panthers. Now look, Yes, I am a bit salty. The Florida Panthers have eliminated my Carolina Hurricanes for the past, feels like 16 seasons. But it's going to be a good finals. Connor McDavid's speed, the Panthers' defense, they were able to shut down the Hurricane speed. So I think this is a great matchup. Edmonton's pissed from last year, and they want some redemption. Josh Allen got married, y'all. I guess he got tired of chasing the ring on the field. He went ahead and got one off the field. Am I right? No, but seriously, the Bills are looking pretty good this year. Probably one of the favorites to win it all. PSG finally won the Champions League. That is hilarious to me. You mean to tell me they had Mbappe, they had Neymar, they had Messi at one point, and then all of them leave, and then they win the championship? So next time your team gets rid of a stud superstar, just think not all hope is lost. We see you, Dallas Mavs. The Colorado Rockies continue to set the tone for worst season in Major League Baseball. Coming out of this weekend, they are sitting at 9-50. And you're thinking, well, we saw a terrible team last year in the Chicago White Sox. They won 15 out of their first 60 games. I don't think the Rockies got 6 wins in one game in them. You know what I mean? They are on pace to lose 136 games. That is 2 more than the 1899 Cleveland Spiders that set the tone at 20-134. Now, granted, they're missing a couple games there. They play 162 now, but hey, like Kevin Garnett says, anything is possible. That's it for sports. Go Oilers! Cali Sober presents Real Bros of Intelligence. Real Bros of Intelligence. Here's to you, bucket hat hiking bro. Bucket hat wearing hiking bro. Yeah, you bypassed the thought that only rappers look good in your choice of headwear and went with practicality over style, all the while dodging rips and burns from your fellow bros the entire hike. You're resting comfortably under the shade your oversized head ornament affords you, while we're left dabbing oil on our ear tips. Seriously, our necks are redder than Morgan Wallen playing musical chairs at Vacation Bible School. That's real redneck! So cheers, bucket hat hiking bro. We salute you while you make a terrible decision choosing your new profile pic. No, chewing on the drawstring does not make it better. So our first music video of the week goes to Electric Callboy and Baby Metal's collaboration, Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Now I know what you're thinking, Drew, what in the world did you just say? What are those words that just came in your mouth? There is a K-pop band called Baby Metal. Yeah. And there's a European electronic dance group called Electric Callboy. And they combined to make the banger of the summer. Now, it's been out for 11 months, and it already has 43 million views. But you need to jump on board now, because this is going to be your anthem. It is K-pop harmony mixed with European electric mixed with metal. What more are we waiting for here? All right? I mean, check. When I first stumbled upon this music video, I was not prepared for the wormhole I was about to go down on the Baby Metal side and the Electric Callboy. So, have an afternoon, pull up YouTube and just enjoy what is about to happen to you. So that's our first music video of the week. It is K-pop meets metal meets electronic dance music in Ra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta by Baby Metal and Electric Callboy. All right, it's time for This Week in Comedy, brought to you by our good friend Comedian Discovery. Make sure to check him out on Instagram at Comedian Discovery. He also puts on amazing live shows around Nashville at Comedian Discovery Live for those show dates and ticket links and all that good stuff. So let's get into what he's got for us this week, the beginning of June Coming out June 3rd on YouTube, we got Amy Brown. Make sure you go check out Amy Brown on Instagram at Amy Brown Comedy. She's like, if you found out your school librarian was hilarious. So many great jokes that she's got for free for you to check out on Instagram. And now she's got this awesome special coming to you on YouTube. Can't wait to go check that out. She's like musical theater meets like science nerd, but in like I mean that in a good way. Coming out June 5th on Netflix, we got Tires Season 2, hilarious comedy starring Shane Gillis. Now, I will admit, Shane is growing on me. Wasn't his biggest fan, but he does so well infiltrating the bros. I thought he was one of them, so great job there. The clip I saw was with from the Season 1 was with J.J. Watt and him bullying Shane, so I can't wait to see what other just guests and fun things they got for Season 2. Shout out to the homie Drew Scheid from Wilmington. We did comedy together at Dead Crow. He is in Season 2 of Tires, so go check that out on Netflix. And man, oh man, Joe List returns to the special game on June 6th on YouTube. This dude is a monster when he drops specials on YouTube. But not only is he hilarious, but he just gets the numbers. His first special came out 4 years ago, titled I Hate Myself. It is currently sitting at 10 mil on YouTube. Then 3 years ago, he came out with This Year's Material. Great name. That's sitting at 3.1 mil. And last year, he put out Enough for Everybody. It was sitting at a cool 1.1 mil. So the people have spoken, and they like his specials. So make sure you don't miss out. Check that out on June 6th. All right, and on June 10th, Joe Nunnick is coming out on YouTube, and it's also coming to you from 800 Pound Gorilla Records. Got to check out this dude's Instagram, Nunnygram. It's a fun take on a bunch of sketches. He's got an amazing sketch on going back to the office. Also got to shout out Mateo Lane's Hulu special. It didn't come out this week. It's been out for a little bit, but if you have not seen it, go watch it. It is amazing. So appreciate the homie Comedian Discovery giving us this awesome list. Go check out all these awesome specials and shows and just content, entertainment. Buzzwords. All right. So in honor of the amazing Eastern Conference Finals matchup we got with the Knicks and Pacers, our first top 5 on Oh Hey Guys is going to be top 5 90s NBA logos. Come on, that one was straight out of the 90s book. Pacers, Knicks, Eastern Conference Finals. What a matchup. What a series. You love to see it. But you also love to see the amazing logos they threw our way in the 90s. That's when I was at the height of my fandom. You had starter jackets galore. You had pencil sets. You had to wear the jerseys to school. You had to, all right? There was no missing this. If you didn't have the fresh jersey, you were getting picked on. I don't make the rules. It's my favorite decade of sports logos. Well, logos, period, to be honest with you. The 90s just gave us so much hope for the future. There are 2 teams on this list that were created in the 90s, so you know their logos are to die for. Like, not in the way to die for that you like want your Tamagotchi to do back in the 90s. Honorable mention, it is the Pistons. I mean, they came into the decade with the iconic red basketball bad boys look, and then in 96 they switched it up to a more, like chest piece, chromed out muffler Pistons logo, and it came with a new turquoise color that I just love. And it is hard. You got to give them kudos. It is hard to switch up a logo and it be met with, acceptance. Also on the honorable mention list are the Spurs. Yes, they have given us the same black and white jerseys throughout, but this logo, I mean, come on, where are those colors come from? Oh, we got fuchsia, orange, teal. Like what? Getting into the countdown at number 5, it is the Seattle Supersonics. Now, kids, if you weren't born, then Seattle was the team that Oklahoma City Thunder became, Kevin Durant actually got. The old school skyline look is just magnifique. It's hard to pull off green and yellow if you aren't the Oakland Athletics, Sacramento, Vegas Athletics. And then they turned that beautiful skyline look into a more futuristic look in 95, and I loved it. Added a little red to it, and that's when what I attest to, like the Sean Kemp era. I was a massive Bulls fan, but they needed a villain, and Seattle and Sean Kemp and Gary Payton were perfect for that. You will notice that everyone got a new look in 95 and 96. The reason everyone got a new look in 95, 96 because they got 2 new Canadian expansion teams, and at number 4, we got Vancouver Grizzlies. Amazing colors, the big grizzly bear. They drafted a dude named Big Country. It just fit. But 2 teams joined from the Great North that year, and they just kicked the door in with big, bold logos, fun, new colors. It was amazing. So that leads us into number 3 on the countdown, and that is the Toronto Raptors. This is the other half of the rebrand renaissance. But this logo was just taken up a notch, for me. Like an elevated Barney that didn't take it Jurassic Park serious, At number 2 on the countdown this week, we got the Charlotte Hornets. Now, I'm a North Carolina guy. You're like, Drew, well, how is the Hornets not number 1? We'll get to that, okay? But this was the starter jacket everybody wanted. These were the best colors in the NBA, and Muggsy Bogues pulled it off. The colors were just so unique, and they somehow took an animal, an insect, a bug, a hornet, something that no one likes, and made it marketable. Hugo is fantastic, jumping on the trampolines, dunking everywhere. He was the mascot of the 90s, no doubt. However, 2002 hurt me when they moved to New Orleans, so therefore they will never be number 1 on this list. Number 1, it was my team of the 90s. As a Carolina boy, massive Jordan fan. It's the Chicago Bulls. Now, I would love to say that they were part of that renaissance, but then again, I don't want to say they were because they've had the best logo and they've never changed it. It's just been the Bull, this whole time. It's amazing. The red and black, the pinstripes, the Chicago. It's amazing. I mean, they won 6 of the 10 championships in the 90s, so you got to take that into account too, Every jersey looks good when you're winning. Am I right? Every time I think 90s NBA, I immediately think of the Bulls, the white at home, the red on the road, mixing in the black with the pinstripes every now and then. Every pair of Jordans matched with it. It's iconic. It's amazing, and it's number 1. Jordan is the GOAT. I'm not hearing the discussions, and this is the GOAT logo. You gotta love it. So yeah, that's it. That's my top 5 NBA logos from the 90s. So thank you guys for joining me on the first episode of Oh Hey Guys. Definitely check in with your people. Make sure they're off to a great start of the week. You have a great start to the week yourself, because remember, we're all weird. It's more fun when we're weird together. We'll see you next Monday, guys.